What's up, witches? It's me, Luna, with an unboxing. I'm finding it very interesting, the deck that came up in the rotation today in my alphabetical march through my collection, because it's the Osho Zen Tarot, and it just so happens that a couple of days ago I put up a video for the Tao Oracle, which is by the same author and artist, and that was a gift deck. And from my tarot fairy Annette. And so now comes the Osho Zen. So what great timing here. Thanks, universe. 79 cards plus instruction book. The Transcendental Game of Zen. This is it says, when life seems to be full of doubt and uncertainty, we tend to look for a source of inspiration. What will happen in the future? What about my health, the children, and what will happen if I make this decision and not that one? This is how the traditional tarot is often used, to satisfy a longing to know about the past and future. The Osho Zen Tarot focuses instead on gaining an understanding of the here and now. It is a system based on the wisdom of Zen, a wisdom that says events in the outer world simply reflect our own thoughts and feelings, even though we ourselves might be unclear about what those thoughts and feelings are. So it helps us to turn our attention toward outside events so we can find a new clarity of understanding about what's happening in our own innermost hearts. The conditions and states of mind portrayed by the contemporary images on the cards are all shown as being essentially transitional and transformative. The text in the accompanying book helps to interpret and understand the images in the simple, straightforward, and down-to-earth language of Zen. Illustrations by Ma Deva Padma. This is printed by A.G. Muller. It says printed in Belgium by A.G. Muller, but it's St. Martin's Press. Distributed in Canada by H.B. Fenn and Company. So lots of people had their hand in this deck getting out there. Right. Sheath-type box. And as with the Oracle of Tao, they're slightly different sizes. This one's slightly smaller, but there's this orientation of the wide book. I appreciate that consistency. Osho Zen Tarot. So this beautiful kind of matte-covered paperback book. The Zen attitude towards life is that of laughter, of living, of enjoying, of celebrating. Zen is not anti-life. It is life affirmative. It accepts all that is. This very body, the Buddha. So let's go to the images. So we've got this kind of janky-ish. I mean, it's not a great box, so it wouldn't be a tragedy to, lose the box and just go with a bag and a book. But, I like things contained. All right. Backs of the cards have this very random but pleasing design. The Fool. And as you saw with the Tao Oracle, absolutely consistent style. Look at him. Blissfully tipping off the cliff to grab that lovely flower that he sees. And off he goes. Rather than the Magician, we have existence. Look at this. This is the expression of unity. Inner voice is High Priestess. Look at the dolphins. Creativity is Empress. And the Emperor is the rebel. Look at the chains breaking. So think about the Emperor vibe of, authority and decision, and the fact that he can choose to go against the status quo and to be the breaker of chains. And look at the phoenix. Is that an eagle? I think that's an eagle. And we have a serpent, or a couple serpents, looks like. Wow, great image. And instead of Hierophant, we have no thingness. What's going on, Pi? I'm hearing weird noises. Hold on. He's like right under my chair. So I don't dare move my wheels, but he's making funny noises. So you might see him in a second or two. No thingness. The Lovers. Like the second card that we've gotten with just a traditional name. Awareness is the Chariot. Courage is strength. And we have the Hermit, aloneness. You could mess with that word, aloneness, all oneness. Interesting. Change is the Wheel of Fortune. Can you tell I'm feeling a little peaceful today? I wonder why. I am shooting this on November 8th, 2020. Breakthrough. Look at that. Justice. New vision is the Hanged Man. Look at that. Dynamic. I love the color. I love that, these cards are beautifully full spectrum and just rich, lush colors, dynamic images. Then transformation is the Death card. Integration is Temperance. Perfect word. Absolutely perfect for temperance. Conditioning is the Devil. Yes, it is. Oh, look at the kind of like look at the sheep's clothing. Oh. And the lion kind of bound with the wow. Yeah. Thunderbolt, there's the Tower. Silence for the stars. Okay, wait. That's the Moon. All right, I'm going to go, hold on, because I just got lost. So the 17 card is Star-Filled Night with a full moon. So we've got, kind of like stars and moon here for silence. The next one, Past Lives. So, that would be stars. This would be moon. And this would be sun. So we've kind of really stepped off format here. Past lives. Innocence. And the sun, yes, can certainly be innocence. Beyond illusion, that would be judgment. That would be the world or the universe. Look at that, the piece of the puzzle. Finding the missing piece of the puzzle. And that sense of, completion, absolutely. That's wonderful. That is a wonderful image. All right, the Master. So, let's get past these. This is, this is still major. Okay, the Master. That is Osho. Let's pause for a second here and look at the beginning for Osho, the Source of Inspiration. All right, I guess it's not at the beginning, it's way at the end, but let's grab this now. Osho's teachings defy categorization, covering everything from the individual quest for meaning to the most urgent social and political issues facing society today. His books are not written, but are transcribed from audio and video recordings of extemporaneous talks given to international audiences over a period of 35 years. Osho has been described by the Sunday Times in London as one of the 1,000 makers of the 20th century, and by American author Tom Robbins as the most dangerous man since Jesus Christ. Tom Robbins is one of my favorite authors, and if you've never read Even Cowgirls Get the Blues, you should. And Jitterbug Perfume and Still Life with Woodpecker. I mean, fabulous books, Skinny Legs and all. There's so many good ones. You will laugh your ass off. It's like tripping. I mean, just amazing. So here's an aside story. Sorry. In the book, Even Cowgirls Get the Blues, there is a passage that I'm going to look up and read to you sometime and actually do a video on it that talks about, it's a character called the Chink. Sorry for the racist term, but it's the name of the character. And he's actually Japanese. But he's talking to Sissy Hankshaw, who's the heroine of the story, and he's talking to her about paganism and Buddhism. And he says, paganism has heat, but not a lot of light. Buddhism has a lot of light, but not much heat. And together they dovetail. This is my experience. This is my practice as a pagan and a Buddhist. So the fact that Tom Robbins is mentioned here and that he calls him the most dangerous man since Jesus Christ is fabulous. Please do yourself a favor and read some Tom Robbins. About his own work, Osho has said that he's helping to create the conditions for the birth of a new kind of human being. He has often characterized this new human being as Zorba the Buddha, capable both of enjoying the earthly pleasures of a Zorba the Greek and the silent serenity of a Gautama Buddha. What is going on with my phone? Oh my God. Suddenly my phone... When my phone has been sitting here and nobody's touching it and suddenly it starts like talking to me, I think I really need to bless my phone. Anyway, running like a thread through all aspects of Osho's work is a vision that encompasses both the timeless wisdom of the East and the highest potential of Western science and technology. Osho is also known for his revolutionary contribution to the science of inner transformation with an approach to meditation that acknowledges the accelerated pace of contemporary life. His unique Osho active meditations are designed to first release the accumulated stresses of body and mind so it's easier to experience the thought-free and relaxed state of meditation. Absolutely vital. You've got to get physical energy out. This is why yoga as a meditation and then, sitting meditation is so good. And then we have a kind of an ad for Osho International Meditation Resort, and we don't need to read that. We've got pictures of it and all kinds of stuff. All right, so the master, there's Osho. The source is the final of the majors. And notice that these do not have numbers. Oh, wait, no, the master, that's the final major. This is an ace. This is an ace. Okay, so let's go to out of the majors and into the minors and see what's going on here. Completion, the master, the creator. All right, what the heck? Do I have these? Ah, I get it. So we actually have... God, I'm confused. Hold on. I sense an edit coming. Sharing, knight, page, and king. All right. I fixed it. What I just found out is that the book has the court cards first. And so I've rearranged the deck to reflect the order of things in the book. And we have these symbols. So we've got these triangular symbols. There are 4 minor arcana suits as the standard tarot. And we've got fire, water, clouds, and rainbows. So fire, water, the main, creative, receptive elements, and then clouds are air, rainbows are earth. So here's creator. This is the king. They step back through the courts, sorry. The creator. Sharing is the queen. Look how beautiful. Oof. Come on. There she is. Intensity. Yeah, baby. That's the knight. And playfulness is the page. Then we have water. Healing is the king. Receptivity is the queen. Oh, look at that image. Would you like a wall size of that? Trust is the knight. So knights are definitely action. Look at that. And understanding is the page. Clouds, control is the king. I love this image. Morality is the queen. Look at the face. So you think about morality and it's like, yeah, good thing, but look at the pursed lips. Judgmental. Ooh. Fascinating image there. Mind is the knight. And look what's going on in his mind. Wow. Wheels. Wheels turning sharp and pointy things, and then fighting is the page. Then for rainbows, we have abundance. Hey, friend. Flowering is the queen. Slowing down is the knight. And adventure is the page. Okay, now we are actually into the numbered suits, the source. Possibilities. Experiencing. The 3 of Wands. Participation, 4 of Wands. Totality is the 5. So you see, we're just not anywhere, with the standard tarot. Although 5 of Wands, think about, all the wands going at cross purposes and working against each other. This one, we have people working together. Totality, success. There's the victory card. Stress. So we do have the vibe of them, but the images are quite different. Traveling. For the 8 of Wands, 9 is exhaustion. And 10 is suppression. Dang, look at this. Why are you giving me such trouble today? Look at the bonds. All right. Water. Going with the flow. Friendliness. Celebration. Is that one ringing your bell today? Ringing mine. Turning in. Clinging to the past. 5 of Cups. The dream. The 6. Okay. Projections is the 7. That's an excellent interpretation there. Letting go. Laziness, the 9. And harmony. Great reinterpretations here. Now we have clouds. Consciousness. Schizophrenia. was thinking about being fragmented and trying to hang on to the fragments. Isolation. Ouch. Postponement. Great keywords as well. Comparison. Source of suffering. The burden. And that's the Six of Swords. Politics. Ouch. Yeah. Guilt. The Eight of Swords. Sorrow. And rebirth is the 10. Yep, let it crash and burn, rise again. Maturity is the Ace of Rainbows. Ooh. Moment to moment. Guidance. The Miser. Oh, perfect. The Outsider. Yeah, these are very much in line with the standard pentagrams. Compromise. That's a good one. Patience. Waiting for something to grow. Ordinariness. Ripeness. And we are the world. Okay. Yeah. Remembering that this is one of my favorite decks that I rarely reach for. Chronic situation in my life with so many decks. So, allies, ancestors, guides, and guardians. Tara, Buddha, Osho, please come and be present to us here. Bring us your wisdom, your compassion and power. Bring us the ability to be in the moment. Bring us the message we need to hear today. You can tell I know that these shuffle well, because they are a regular old deck. Again, it's fascinating to me, seemingly, that the companies that, are in the business of just making lots of decks are the ones that are getting the packaging so screwed up. Looking at you, Hay House. I love your decks so much. Just fix the problem. It just feels good to shuffle. Going to be in the zen of the shuffling moment for a second here. What do we need to know today? What do we need to know? What do my viewers need to know today to move out of survival mode, to move out of duck and cover, to move out of brace for impact and into beyond illusion, into thriving and creating our new future? And here's the other two. Celebration, playfulness, beyond illusion. Here we go. Let's go for that number 20 card. So what do we need to do? Let's just take this as it is here. What do we need to do? We need to go past our illusions of separateness. That illusion has been like chiseled out of stone in the last 4 years, when our differences, our perceived differences, have gotten so extreme, so stark, so literally black and white. So time now to wake up from this collective illusion and to come together. To get topical for a second, I saw a video of a rally after the election was called, where someone was, with a megaphone. Republicans, it's time for Republicans to get what they deserve. What do they deserve? They deserve universal health care. Time for Republicans to get what they deserve. What do they deserve? They deserve free education. That's where we're at. That's it, folks. That's it. All people deserve the basic needs of human life. We all deserve it, and there's enough for everybody. So it's time to bust beyond this illusion of lack, this zero-sum mentality. If somebody else gets rights, I lose some of mine. If somebody else gets the food they need, it means less food for me. It's not zero-sum. The earth continues to produce her abundance. The earth continues to produce food and to sustain us if we will just be respectful of her. Anyway, okay, rant over. Time to go beyond the illusion. Let's look at the book. The butterfly in this card, let's look at it a little closer. The butterfly in this card represents the outer, that which is constantly moving and that which is not real but an illusion. Behind the butterfly is the face of consciousness looking inward to that which is eternal. The space between the two eyes has opened here, revealing the lotus of spiritual unfoldment and the rising sun of awareness. Through the rising of the inner sun, meditation is born. The card reminds us not to look outside for what is real, but to look within. When we focus on externals, we often get caught up in judgments. This is good, this is bad, I want this, I don't want that, attachment, aversion, the source of suffering, right? These judgments keep us trapped in our illusions, our sleepiness, our old habits and patterns. Drop your opinionated mind and move inside. There you can relax into your own deepest truth, where the difference between dreams and reality is already known. So we get this teaching here, or, about the image, and now the teaching. This is the only distinction between the dream and the real. Reality allows you to doubt, and the dream does not allow you to doubt. To me, the capacity to doubt is one of the greatest blessings to humanity. The religions have been enemies because they've been cutting the very roots of doubt. Yes. And there's a reason why they've been doing that, because they want people to believe in certain illusions that they've been preaching. Why have people like the Gautam Buddha been so insistent that the whole existence, except your witnessing self, except your awareness, the whole existence except your awareness is just ephemeral, made of the same stuff as dreams are made of. So the externals, it's talking about the externals, are always going to change and go away. That's what ephemeral means. It's daily. Like an ephemeral flower is one that just blooms for a day. They are not saying that these trees are not there. They're not saying these pillars are not there. Don't misunderstand because of the word illusion. It has been translated as illusion, but illusion is not the right word. Illusion does not exist. Reality exists. Boom! As far as day-to-day activities are concerned, it can be taken as reality. Only in the ultimate sense, from the peak of your illumination, it becomes unreal, illusory. Okay, so moving beyond illusion, then we go to celebration, which is the 3 of water. Oops, got to get past the... And we have fire is action, water is emotions, clouds, the mind, rainbows, the physical. All right, that's how they describe. These 3 women dancing in the wind and rain remind us that celebration never need depend on outside circumstances. Amen to that. We need not wait for a special holiday or a formal occasion, nor a sunny and cloudless day. True celebration arises from a joy that is first experienced deep within and spills over into an overflow of song and dance and laughter, and yes, even tears of gratitude. Hello, day after election getting called. When you choose this card, it indicates that you're becoming more and more available and open to many opportunities that are to celebrate in life and to spread this by contagion to others. Don't spread COVID, just spread the celebration. Don't bother about scheduling a party on your calendar. Let your hair down, take your shoes off, start splashing in the puddles right now. The party is happening all around you every moment. Holy shit. Life is a moment to celebrate, to enjoy, make it fun, a celebration. Then you will enter the temple. The temple is not for the long-faced. It has never been for them. Look at life. Do you see sadness anywhere? Have you ever seen a tree depressed? Have you ever seen a bird anxiety-ridden? Have you seen an animal neurotic? Yeah, but that's because we put them in our context. No, life is not like that, not at all. Only man has gone wrong somewhere, and he's gone wrong somewhere because he thinks himself to be very wise, very clever. Your cleverness is your disease. Don't be too wise. Always remember to stop. Don't go to the extreme. A little foolishness and a little wisdom is good, and the right combination makes you a Buddha. All right, I'm looking at footnotes here. So these This is wonderful. References to books by Osho. So this is the commentary of the artist. These are quotes from the works of Osho. So, and this goes so deep. This is very succinct to the meaning of the card, and then we go way deeper here. And the cards that are coming up today should verify that this deck has the connection, just like the Tao Oracle does. Amazing shit. Okay, Playfulness, which is the Page of Fire. So I want to say this too, just about holidays, particularly if you are in that place where you're leaving the religion and the training of your childhood and moving into a new spirituality, but those holidays seem false or seem like you don't feel the connection with them. Or when you're going into a holiday season, the ones you normally celebrate, but there's depression, or there's, something's not quite right. I'm not feeling it. What do? Well, you don't wait for the external to trigger your joy. Like they were talking here, joy is internal. It arises from this sense of joy. So what you do is tap into that, and I call it making holiday. Let's make holiday. And when you decide to do that and you decide to get out decorations or just, change something, set an altar and make food. I'm going to do this and this and this. You make holiday, and then you create that sense of joy. So sometimes you can use those externals to generate the internal joy, and then it really does become a celebration. Okay, Playfulness. Let's go back here. Page of Fire. All right, the artist's commentary. Life is rarely as serious as we believe it to be, and when we recognize this fact, it responds by giving us more and more opportunities to play. The woman in this card is celebrating the joy of being alive, like a butterfly that has emerged from its chrysalis into the promise of the light. She reminds us of the time when we were children, discovering seashells on the beach or building castles in the sand without any concern that the waves might come and wash them away in the next moment. She knows that life is a game, and she's playing the part of a clown right now with no sense of embarrassment or pretense. This is so important. I encountered this again and again and again with Mother Drum and all the rituals that I've done of how difficult it is to break free from the shell that we have built for ourselves as a shield, from the overlay of expectations that culture has put on us. And, some strange ideal of adulthood and decorum that we can't be silly and goofy and play. We are bereft and robbed of so much juice of life when we no longer can allow our inner child to come out and play. Play was what Mother Drum was all about. Dance, drum, and chant for women, sacred play. And in order to really play, you have to allow yourself to be silly, goofy, to look stupid, to look immature. You have to let that flow without judging it. So do whatever you can to reclaim that part of yourself, to jump around and giggle and laugh and be a fucking goofball. When the Page of Fire enters your life, it is a sign that you're ready for the fresh and the new. Something wonderful's just on the horizon. Yes, it is. And you have just the right quality of playful innocence and clarity to welcome it with open arms. Yeah. Now, I'm noticing, too, that in the artist's statements, there's this part, and then there's a little star. And what comes after that is sort of the condensed divinatory message of the card. So we have a two-parter, kind of the description and then the message and then the Osho. So let's read Osho's lesson on playfulness. The moment you start seeing life as non-serious, a playfulness, all the burden on your heart disappears. All the fear of death, of life, of love, everything disappears. One starts living with a very light weight or almost no weight. So weightless one becomes, one can fly in the open sky. Zen's greatest contribution is to give you an alternative to the serious man. Oh, yes. The serious man has made the world. The serious man has made all the religions. Oh, my God, what a message for today. He has created all the philosophies, all the cultures, all the moralities, Everything that exists around you is a creation of the serious man. Zen has dropped out of the serious world. It has created a world of its own which is very playful, full of laughter, where even great masters behave like children. I think both of Ma Deva Padma's decks are going to be on live stream this week, again and again and again. So this is it, folks. Move beyond the illusion. Let joy upwell. Let yourself play today. How do we thrive now? We regain our sense of joyfulness. We've been under the serious man for 4 fucking years. It is time to reclaim our joy. I am so grateful for this deck today. I am truly grateful. I want to look at the beginning of the book again just to see what else we might have missed. During the course of 30 years of talks to disciples and friends, Osho would answer their questions or comment on the teachings of the world's great sages and scriptures. And you know what? The penny just dropped here that the character of the Chink in Even Cowgirls Get the Blues is Osho. It's got to be. His talks continue to bring fresh insight to everything from obscure Vedic scriptures to the familiar sayings of Jesus. He speaks with equal authority on the Hasids and the Sufis, the Bauls, B-A-U-L-S, I've never heard of them, yoga, and the Buddhists. Ultimately, Osho concentrates on transmitting the unique wisdom of Zen because he says, Zen is the one spiritual tradition whose approach to the inner life of human beings has weathered the test of time and is still relevant to contemporary humanity. I would expand that to Buddhism, period. Unlike other religions which have fallen prey to hero worship and dogmatism, Zen insists on the unique capacity of every human being to reach enlightenment, or freedom from the illusions of ego created by the mind, and it insists that this capacity can be realized only through meditation. Not by following certain rituals, adhering to a set of rules, or imitating the example of others, however worthy, but only by an alert and non-judgmental attentiveness to one's own thoughts, actions, and feelings. And that is absolutely true for Buddhism of all kinds, too. It is not about just listening to the teachings and when it says not about prescribed rituals, well, those prescribed rituals have meditation built in. So I would slightly argue with that, although who am I? Who am I to argue? All right. In Osho's words, it is the capacity not to worship Buddhas, but to become a Buddha. And that's what Buddhism is about. It's not about worship at all. And if you think it is, you haven't gone deep enough, or you got the wrong people or the wrong information. And the other thing that occurred to me here is one of the mainstays of Buddhist teaching too, and from the mouth of the Buddha, is don't take my word for it. Don't listen to me. Go do this and find out for yourself. So that's the emphasis on practice, is don't take my word for it. Question everything. When they talked about cutting the roots of doubt in that Beyond Illusion card, Buddhism says doubt everything. Doubt what your mind's telling you. Doubt what your eyes are seeing. Doubt everything. Go beyond illusion. So, yes, reclaiming this deck. All right, let's read this little one here. The Buddha is nobody's monopoly. It is nobody's copyright. It is everybody's innermost being. You don't have to be a Buddhist to be a Buddha. To be a Buddha transcends all concepts of religions. It is everybody's birthright. Persuade it to come along with you to your daily activities, so everything in your life becomes a meditation, a grace, a beauty, a benediction. So, I don't think how to play the transcendental game of Zen. I think I'm going to stop there. What else do we need? Do I recommend this deck? Can you tell? It's amazing. Ma Deva Padma clearly is a true vehicle, a true practitioner and a true vehicle, as is Osho. So, hope you enjoyed that as much as I did, folks. Today, rest in your joy. Find your joy, reclaim it, regenerate it in any way you can. Connect with each other. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your donations, for the work that I do. thank you for the gift decks that keep rolling in to keep my content going. You guys are supporting me in incredible ways. I hope that I can bring something to your life that gives you peace when you need it. I hope that you hear the wake-up call. I hope that you're staying safe. Please like and subscribe so other people can see my work, and I'll see you tomorrow for another unboxing. Until then, rest. This is the Zen Witch. Blessed be.